and we are going to be starting off this week with Shadowrun Dragonfall. Now, I do have to say this. I have... this is going to be... There's going to be no Shadowrun next week. Due to an unfortunate thing, also known as me actually being away until next Monday night. So, I will not have the time to do next week's show. Apologies, because literally I believe I'm getting back here maybe 8 o'clock at the earliest is pretty much the prediction, so there won't be a stream on Monday. Tuesday probably will be, not a guarantee, because depends how passed out I am, basically, because I'll be tired. Going away for the weekend, it'll be very active for me, so yeah. Every other stream should be fine. Monday's not going to happen. Tuesday, not this Tuesday, yeah. Next Tuesday might happen. So, let's get this going. I don't remember what we were doing last. I believe we were doing some stuff. Cruise Bazaar, fresh air, workably for you time the sewer. Oh yes, we just beaten up all the feral ghouls and fixed the sewage system and then got paid. And now we're talking to the guy for biotech, right? Yeah, we're gonna get the biotech gear. What is it, Ninja? My cat looks exhausted. What's wrong? I wonder if this biotech will actually be good. I'm pretty sure most of that there's going to be a mission pretty much for everything is like the next tier. That's what I'm pretty sure of. The next tier of all the sorts of gear will give me a mission, and I believe that there should be one tier after this, so every single merchant should have one more mission after this one. Okay, let's go. I believe. I don't know for certain, just because I don't know how it is in this game, but I believe there were 3 tiers. Sorry, apologies. I thought I had a question, but it was up. Ah, my mission computer apparently has something there. No unread messages, read my old messages. Current funds are pretty close, actually. Glory. Everything still okay? What's the victory called? If you really want to get into it, we need to go back way back. I'm not sure what to do that. You say you give me answers when we talk about your past, so let's talk about it. Why do you care? There's no hostility voice. If anything, she sounds suspicious. Rizzo working with me. Was alright, fine, we can talk, but we're doing it on my terms. It's a long story, long and ugly and cruel. You sure you want to hear this? Please. Alright, I'm going to start at the beginning. Not for you, for me. I guess that it might help to say all this out loud. She took a deep breath, slowly released it, then she speaks, her voice comes out as a cool monotone. My family lived in Stuttgart. It was a nice place enough. I suppose my parents worked as wage slaves for IFMU. My mum was a good person. Once upon a time, my father was a decent person as well, and my mum... That way, Mum always told me, but I never knew him that way. She paused a long moment, then she began voice again, some ice falling away from her voice. For the first time since she met her, Gloria sounds alive. The dad that I knew was an old, damaged Euro-war vet who turned to hardline religion to make sense of the world. In Stuttgart, that meant either Ritter Christi or their fascist cousins, the Kreuzritters. My father chose the latter path. Oh dear. Still remember hiding in my room when my father had his Kreuzritter brothers over for prayer group. They would drink and get rowdy and spend an hour or two riling themselves up with talk about heretics and the devil's work. Then they go find some poor elf or dwarf, stop the living shit out of them and drown him in the nectar. Meanwhile, I'd be holed up at home with Mom, who would commemorate the event by drinking a bottle of wine and crying herself to sleep. I'm sorry, Glory, no chance would have to grow up around that. Thanks for playing. This is difficult for me. Thanks for making it easier. Anyway, aside from the fact that my dad and his buddies were a bunch of murderous assholes, life was pretty normal. I went to school, made friends, hung out with my mum, kids stuff. Then I turned 14 and everything went to shit. But I paused, swallowed hard ever so slightly, her cheeks flushed red, and looked self-conscious and just stepped out of a trance. Quickly as it came, motion disappears, the voice frosts over. I don't want to talk about this anymore. No need to say anything you don't want to. Thank you for understanding, Glory said, cold dead eyes. Let's get to the job at hand, shall we? That was actually pretty interesting. So Glory's dad was a psychopath by the sounds of it. Iga. Yeah, she's field stripping again. Don't about your time. Share war stories. People who were never served. Doesn't have to be a war story, I just want a better idea of what I'm working with. Alright, you win. I owe everything to my time in the KSK, from my street name on down. Now, Iga, that's actually I think Iga's a gun. I don't know for certain. So I'd like to know. We'll see where this goes. Tell me you got your street name. Back in basic training, a fellow recruit made a vulgar joke about my expense. He said that I reminded him of the north face of Iga in the Bernese Alps. Huge and beautiful, but dangerous to climb. He's done a little doubt what sort of climbing he had in mind. Think he was trying to proposition me in his clumsy way, poking me in front of the other recruits and trying to provoke a reaction. Anyway, he got one and broke 3 of his ribs and the name stuck. Serves him right. You're critical, like, you might actually mean that, but then you may just be trying to get on my good side. I'd do it. I like that bad. Hey, we use that. Oh, I like that bad deserves to get smacked around a little. For once, we're in complete agreement. There's more to it than that. As soon as an idiot made his joke, was a full conclusion that we should saddle with the nickname Iga. The only choice in the matter is happened under his terms or under mine. If I had broken the twitch of Iga, would have meant difficult conquest to a whole barracks full of recruits. That's the name I would have been to them. From that point on, my own accomplishments be damned. Thanks to what I did, but who met the troll who doesn't take shit from anyone instead, a name I'm proud to go by. And to ever since. What advice to you? If anyone ever puts you in a proposition he put me in, if he deems you in front of your unit, whatever, it's an appropriate response to put that. The appropriate, yeah. His intent. Whatever his intent, the appropriate response, put him down hard. They feel nothing will kill you faster than lose respect for your team. That logic, I should have broken your ribs. In your place, I would have. I could have been praising you. Not that you've succeeded if you tried, but in terms of saving face, it would have done wonders. In all seriousness, Wolfie, I'm sorry I put you in that position. I shouldn't have, but I acknowledge that. He strains. Anything else? Or I'll get back to prepping. Tell me about your team. Fair enough, I guess you've earned it. There were 8 of us, 2 commando squads working together as a single unit. Sounds like Death Watch. I actually don't know how, I've not served in the military, so I actually don't know how. So that if it's 2 squads of 4 is normal. In commandos and things. Schmidt and Lang were combat deckers. Wolf was our rigger and combat engineer. Fisher handled demolitions, Brown was a medic, and the rest of us, mates of Kruger and myself, were weapons experts. Our mission was extraterritorial, technically illegal, and importantly enough, justify the risk. We'd set up the border into Poland. The Russian mafia set up a cottage industry on human trafficking along the Oder-Ness line. It was our job to disrupt it. I don't know etiquette security. I don't know how you get all these etiquettes. I think I've missed something. Hello, cat. The moment when you notice your cat from the picture, they're a picture on the recording rather than anything else. Aww. We're a good team, experience, went through a lot together, we've chalked up a lot of kills in our own way. I think we did some good. What happened? She said, no, that's a story I won't be telling. They died, that's all you need to know. Who was in command? Met the best leader I've ever had the pleasure of serving under. He was a hell of a man. Put down the rest of the team, everyone but me. Thanks, Iger. Something else? Could get that cleaner rifle. Sure think Phil is leader, good talk. Okay, so Iger stopped thinking I'm quite as much of a bitch, basically. Direct. Yeah, sure, I'll fun. How the hell do you go from fronting a band to running the shadows? Honestly, working staves are getting boring. Spitting and screaming the world were fine and good when I was a kid, but didn't do it for me anymore. Dragon Slayer want me to fight a real enemy, and the last left my band behind and turned to the shadows. He shrugs. Dunno, guess I figured there was the best way to find one. Two career events. I'd say you're not wrong about that. Guess not. Feels kind of daunting, truth be told, but exciting all the same. Been looking for a worthy adversary for a while now. Kind of satisfying having a white whale to chase. How long have you been looking for a real enemy? Not too long. Ever since I took down the last one. The last one? Of course, might be able to sit around feeling pleased with myself if I followed the creator or the Moon Maiden, but with the Dragon Slayer ain't that kind of idol. If I'm not drinking, I'm fighting. If I'm not doing either of those, I'm looking for a bigger, better fight to get next time. Direct producer flash from his jacket pocket, raises a salute. Remarkably simple code to live by. I like the Dragon Slayer! It's unsurprising, but I like the Dragon Slayer. Who was the last one? Gang boss, great big orcish bastard called the Wild Schween. Led the local chapter of the Horde. For the Horde! Look down, I'll go! Screw. I'm an alliance person myself, so for the alliance and all that. I had my sights set on him and his for a while. They'd hurt a lot of people. I figured they'd pose a challenge. I wasn't wrong about that, but it took him out in the end. When does this pattern end? Well, boss, the way I figure it, it'll end when I pick a fight that I can't win, so sadly. Might be this one, might be the next. I have to stop a great dragon. That's the way the Dragon Slayer wants it. And who am I to refuse him? But he turns away. That's enough talk today, boss. Besides, you've got other things to do. Thanks. That was kick-ass, to be honest. Hey, dog. Pet. Woof! Ah, I've got the dog coming with me. See if the drone okay, looks anxious. Hey, Chief, how's it going? Found this drone in the hotel vault. Does this belong to you? Yeah, Chief, that's mine. Wouldn't say anything at the time, since my idea of having you loot the vault in the first place. Wouldn't say if you look some running around. Forget him. I forget about it. Honestly, Chief, I'm just glad to see you're up and running again. How'd you pull that off, by the way? Malefixie drone. She says she won't listen to anyone but you, though. Score. So can I have it back? Sure, it's no use to me. It's like, I don't give a fuck. It's a drone. Why do I care? Settle there. Suppose try to keep it short, okay, Chief? I've got things to do. How long were you in there? End up there after the anarchist revolution of 39. That sounds like that is one of the oldest sounding statements ever. It's back in my day, back in the old thing in 39. I was a kid back then, too young to realise how good I was, how much money I could have made working the shadows. Shakes his head, wistful expression on his face. And so, being young and dumb, I fell with a gang crowd, and that was that. You remember a drug gang? Why did I come here? Oh, why wouldn't you, Chief? I mean, just look at me. I'm a trustworthy guy. Prove it. Tell me about the gang you ran with. Well, I don't know that much, Chief. I wasn't a member of the gang leadership or anything. Not sure why you care either. Doesn't matter. He rolls his eyes. If that's all, if that's what it'll take for you to trust me, fine. Anything for you, Chief. Well, where to begin? When I first arrived in Dragonfall, I spent some time taking in the lay of the land, not talking about the lay of the land. That would be weird. The Schwartzheisen were pretty small gang, strictly street level, but I could see they were going places. I did a little pro bono decking for their leader, a fat little dwarf named Dieter. Soon enough was part of the family. For a drug gang, Schwartzheisen was a decent enough folks. Made a lot of money with them, helped to take a hotel in the first place. But a lot of good years there. Then Dieter was killed in a firefight and a happy little family fell apart. Is that when the hotel was attacked? Not exactly. Schwarzenegger maintained a hold on Dragon's Skip, but the change of leadership was bad news for me. After Dieter kicked the bucket, his second in command took over. She was a real piece of work, calling herself Leonie Luster. She had a vicious streak a mile long, and she was not too fond of me. I can't imagine. Not. I know! What's not to like? Maybe she felt threatened by my friendship with Dieter back before he ate the bullet. Or maybe she was just jealous of my rugged good looks. Who the hell knows? The point is, she went after me vigorously. 24 hours of Deacon's death, I was a price on my head, and then the hotel got taken over. So that's what you need to know about Schwartzheisen. They were a great gang, a powerful gang. I helped to make him that way. When they had the management turnover, everything went to hell. That's it, end of story. Anything else you want to talk about? Intelligence 2, wait a second. That isn't it. Well, that's a pretty one. I'm too dumb to notice, basically, that he hid stuff. The disadvantage of playing a big stompy tank. You are dumb as a rock. What are you looking for exactly? Well, this is Cammy again. Well, you're new here, and I know that you knew Monica. A vague idea I went down the night she died. What I know is you think the most exciting adventure ever has been. Hang on, what the hell did you hear about that? Remember, I might turn out to it is my hands. Sorry between you two then. I suppose I could tell you if Monica thing was a secret of yours, I'd fairly share one of my own. I never really went to school, pretty much been on the street kid as long as I can remember. There's not much to learn from the outside of school, never really bothered. It makes it difficult to get a job, as all the good street kids do. I chose a place to haunt with my friends and always hung out there. It was Agtug's Cafe, was super nice to me and mine. Felt more comfortable with him than I ever do with mine, Walter. Her eyes narrowed, only for a brief moment of the word. And we talked a lot. I was waiting around for my friends. Must have been fairly comfortable with you too, otherwise you wouldn't offer me a job. Well, that's nice of them. Sure was. Speaking of Alto, I had to be going. Do you know where I am? You got anything for me, Jack? I love the word "yeah" in that way. It is a beautiful word for yes. Okay, so there's no more trances for absinthe. Okay, quests. OTK International Officers. I'll go to that place. Since that's the main quest one, I want to do with the side quests. Find the lab. Because the other ones, since the other one's a main quest. Okay, so this is going to a lab, so I want the Decker. I want to bring in Blitz. Oh, he's a Decker rigger now. That's pretty cool. So that's his drone, Matt. Oh, corporate hover drone's been given a weapons upgrade. That's a point. Do I have? Okay, apparently I have some hyper. He's got that machine gun and Max. I don't know what that Max does. Yeah. What's his drone anyway? Okay, so he's got drone combat 1. I'm assuming that's okay. But yeah, we're gonna want Blitz, I've got a feeling. Direct is always a good shout. You always have throwing knives, I actually don't know. Nerve Bolt level 3. I think he's upgraded that now. I always like bringing Glory since she's a mega medic. Also, she has premium medkits now. She must have leveled. 60 health, good armor. Her armor is pretty solid. Who needs sleeves when you got cyber arms? Yeah, I'll bring Glory. I like bringing Glory. She's solid. As my second close quarters guy, Derek's digs. Just what I wear when I'm not on tour. And Derek is pretty awesome for this ranged healing. I honestly don't know why in this game you would bring anyone else. I guess if there's like very specific skills you need. Actually, I'm willing to bet money the only reason you really would be if you don't pick up like Blitz. That I can see you doing that if you don't pick up any others. Because then, and if you don't want to go into decking yourself. Okay. Writer Albazaz says, Dismal One, your only company on the train, elderly dwarf and ragged peacoat. He spends most of his time muttering to himself. The train rattles to a stop. He slowly rises and the person begins to hobble towards the doorway. The station itself isn't much different, nor broken down thing at the end of a useful life, feebly tottering towards obstinate. Obsolescence? I have no idea how to pronounce that word. I know what it means. It means it's going obsolete. This area of Berlin has clearly seen better days. Window of light shines down the surface, even looks stated. Slowly you begin to climb. And okay, I am going to throw that away. I don't need it. I should really sell some of this at some point. But hey, we're doing okay. We've got our new cyber arm, which should be pretty good. Streets above the underplates are dark and dismal. The crews have seen better days. Everything here reeks of economic depression, fading glory. Living above the fortress-like, seeming impregnable facility, windows have been shut with enormous steel panels, leaving the entire building's sinister appearance. That's our target. Bioscience. Wonder what happened there. That's what happened for all we know. That's a cheerful thought. Come on, Chief, let's get this over with. Hey, so we do have the drone. Max drone combat bonus. So do we have another person on the team? I've never used a drone before. I don't think I've ever seen a drone used before either. Well, the doors I've done are not going to work. What was that? Pallet trash is steaming, fetid with stench before you draw near. God damn, that's wreck. I'll stay back here if you don't mind. Better things to do than dig through a pile of decomposing trash. Might not be decomposition. The steam could be coming from a grate or a vent in the pile. Yeah, well, I ain't touching it. Move the trash aside. Vent. It was a vent. Before we do use the vent, let's take a look. See. There's another troll over here. Looks like me. So you guys are potential baddies, because you seem to be currently uninteractable, which lets me think baddie. Scouting the area, always important. Important to know what you might be up against. Okay, so there is the vent. Let's check the door. There's never a chance we're going to be able to just open it. Oh. Door's sealed tight. Grab the cake from the corner. Clearly no one has been there for many months to see hydraulic jack in the door and priors to the bottom of the frame. Attempt to force hydraulics into crushing mode. Trade against smooth metal, red shield. I will see like eternity you hear a tortured sound twisting metal while the jack comes free. The housing result imbalance causes the door to shoot upwards, jamming at the top of the door with a metallic crunch. Broken beyond repair, the door is easy to push your way through. Wow, that actually worked to just punch the door in! Well, shit. There are 3 ways into the building! Vent! Vent! Data jack! Brute force! I just brute forced a fucking hydraulic door. Damn, I'm strong. Strength 6 is insane, apparently. Observation. Data entries concerning the animal test subjects and procedures performed upon them fill the menu screen. Hellhound testing, basilisk testing. Oh, good. Select Hellhound. Entry contains very invasive tests performed on kennel of Hellhound test subjects. Several memos appended to the file. Apparently, the science were working on animal testing. Wing was convinced the work was dangerous fire. Working with dangerous fire-breathing animals would yield useful results in the executive. The executives were basilisks. First forms of experimentation test performed in prized possession a rare albino basilisk acquired from an exotic animal dealer in Portugal. Appears the basilisk would be used to primary focus a passion project of Sucklin and attempt to create a magically active piece of bioware. Executives in charge of the project thought the basilisk would make an appropriate test subject as not classified. Creature is extensive hallucinations unsized theoretical surgeries. Okay, so we roughly know what we're coming up against. We're going against hellhounds and basilisks currently, and it's going to be a big basilisk by the feel of it. Interesting. Let's go through here first. This doesn't look like the way to me, so. Is that a cobweb? Got to go near the computer. It's spelled on the back with the going cursor which input. Tissue banks, organ farm, breakdown analysis, replication, fabrication, conformment, special projects. Let's take a look at the organ farm. Standard organs being grown, organic chemistry wing. See in the lab outfit, the capacity to mass produce fat grown metahuman organs, including hearts, kidneys. Okay, so it's just organ transplant. That's fair. Company log studies before employee products have come. Leading biotech companies. Bioware samples, Universal, Omnitech, Shadowrun. Yeah, everything has gone under the knife here. The results of the dissection have been meticulously recorded. Okay. Replication fabrication. Contains Cellulose attempts to replicate products that they previously dissected and studied. Information here studied and achieved a shocking level of success in genetic variation in the wide variety of commercial and restricted Bioware products. Okay. Contract fulfillment. The entry complete breakdown the organs waiting for cold storage claimed by clients and investors. Scanning over the list, see a number of high-end security level enhancements in inventory. Bioware like this would normally run tens of thousands a noon. This was what exposed commissioning Stutterlin to procure. He could be undercut all the competitors and still make an ungodly profit. Special products. This entry details a number of projects that involve invasive testing and awakened animals. I've also just realised my microphone is busted again, isn't it? There we go. I should be a little better at least. Sorry about that. They see a number of hellhounds, including complete medical records. It appears that most of the experiment procedures are some performed on a subject named Billy. Who or what Billy might be is left undisclosed. Gonna assume Billy is the big albino basilisk they were talking about. So it's a giant genetically modified basilisk. Let's check in. Keycard reminder has been set in the keycard clearance level 8. Okay, what about the other one? Executive clearance only. Okay. There wasn't another doorway out here, was there? There's stuff over there. What about this one? We bypass this one? Oh, hello. Doctor, high-tech Medge lock, swipe card access system, research screen in case the lock has been overridden by KO deck attack panel. Drones! A little tank! Smash time! They have a lot of health. Let's see what this little drone can do. Single target, aim shot, single shot. How much? 10? Seems to do a lot of damage. Okay. Damn it. Let's get you up here and then we can Dragon Slayer idol. I believe I'm all in range. Missed. Ah, your grenade missed me. Double crit. Let's try tasing. You missed the taser, got it. We want to shoot that one because that one appears to be like the grenade one. That is a lot harder than it used to. Ow! Fucking 20 damage crit. I have cleave, I think I do. Almost strike. Cleave! Daka daka. I shoot. Yeah, that 20 damage crit thankfully was the last hit on me, so I actually healed it up. Oh, hello. Who the hell are you? Why are you, man? Tapping glove coat from the skin show. You there, who are you? How dare you enter my domain? I'll be one asking questions here. Like hell you will, disrespect my sovereignty and murder my peasantry. You've invaded my home. We've got a live one here, boss. You're a murderer, monster, you will pay. Hold up, who are you? I'm Philip Rex, Night King of Sutherland Bioside. So you banished your transition to troll. Banished the underworld, left to ravages of all-powerful Billy. Hold on there, Night King. The Night King, what are you talking about? You peasants opened fire on me. I destroyed them in self-defense. No, they wouldn't do that. They are gentle and kind, you're an outsider and understand the bond of trust and respect that we share. I did my best to make life good for the peasantry. I scrubbed their plastic cases on a daily basis, and I crewed pleasant, pleasing melodies. Even their troubled minds. But those days are over. My parents are dead. You destroyed something beautiful. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Well, I have good news for you, Your Highness. The door's open. You can leave now. Leave? Abandon my kingdom? Never. For I am proud and benevolent ruler. This is my sovereign territory. I will never abandon it. Oh, well, that changes everything. The grievance face manages in place of lucky curiosity. Oh, well, that changes everything. Perilous quests, filling casualties go together like chocolate and peanut butter. Can't stay mad at you for that. What the fuck? No quest for you, good troll. Leave something by imagination. You're better up station. We had to get Bioware prototype to be stored in the executive wing. Which way? Executive wing? Madness! Things is your warning, noble stranger. If you intend to forge your way to the land of milk and honey, you do so at your own peril. The underworld stands between you and your goal. The underworld home to the murderous Billy. I'll be a bastard, right? He was is right. And is a creature of legend. Years of experimentation have remedied the beast into an ultimate killing machine. He's smarter than 10 men, 5 times as deadly. This Billy's standing away. I guess I'll have to kill him. This Billy is standing away. I guess I'll have to kill him. So it's fool errand. Hyder tried to kill Billy once. He thought that by eating the beast, Could steal its power. Hubris, Billy devoured by friend for his insolence with the last remaining copy of the keycard was lost. It was a beautiful fall that Heiner told him that we didn't need to eat Billy, that we could survive indefinitely on synthesized cardiac tissue and choco nubs. But he wouldn't listen. The keycard E was lost, and without it, no longer access the executive wing and its expensive snack bar. I've eaten nothing but fat-ground meta-human organs for a year and a half, stranger. I'll kill for a choco nub. That is disgusting. I think they're on me about Billy. Just tell me to get into the executive wing. Very well, stranger. If you cannot be dissuaded, I will help you. Ragged lab tech fishes a coat packet with a bony hand, produces a thin slip of plastic, presents it to you and flourish. In my most prized possession, the incomparable keycard B. Using this is sent to the underworld to face Billy. If you should survive this encounter, long missing keycard E, used to report the executive wing. I will see you are richly rewarded. Okay, that was an interesting conversation. Pick up. Oh, it's just 40 bucks. Anything in here that could be useful? Doesn't appear to be. Ah, this is the road where the robots would have attacked us if we'd have. Building security system. Search the machine's video archive. Page through a number of arcade video from the building surveillance system. In addition, episode 1/6 of the old Slovakian period fantasy called Night Kings of Lightning Hold has been saved to the machine's desktop. I remember that show. It was horrible. I mean, really, really bad. Made Neil the Orc Barbarian look like high art. My buddies are just in the Schwarzhaven used to get high and laugh at it. And they ran 7 episodes before it got pulled. Good computer system. Each episode has been viewed over 400 times in the past 2 years. Last marathon viewing was this morning. Let's watch from 18 months ago. Oh god, this is trippy. Video feed kicked in. Philip was engaged in an animated discussion with someone just standing just outside camera range. You can see shoes in his shadow, but nothing more. Sounds human, you guess it off camera speakers in your 20s. Look, we've survived this long. If we play our cards right, we do proper bit of rationing, I'd reckon that we can live off the executive snack bar for a long time to come. Plenty of fat and sugar, these won't be a problem. We've got a mix of nuts and protein, we can get our vitamins and minerals from diet bars. There aren't many of those, like I said, we'll ration. Willing to bet that we can hold that for 2 or 3 months stashed away in the snack bar. We're sure to be rescued before we run dry. Oh, his name is Phil, before he turned psychopathic. You're fooling yourself, man, ignoring the unpleasant truth rather than facing it. Accept the fact you're stuck in here for the long haul. Sex is great and all, but getting us staple food stuff we need to stretch as far as humanly possible means supplemented with something more substantial. You don't mean, look, just like we're farming, right? Look after our crops, we'll get food to eat. We have enough supplies on hand and tissue cultures in or get them growing indefinitely. I'm talking about growing meat for our own survival, that is it. Meta-human meat, Phil. Synthetic hearts, livers and kidneys. Going to be implanted to people like you and me. You're talking about eating people parts. It's fucking disgusting. I won't do it. Unless you fancy dying of malnutrition, you're gonna have to. You know that as well as I do. Organ meat is rich in vitamins and minerals. Oh god. I'm just gonna skip this a little bit. If you talk about it, they're never gonna rescue us. Okay. We come to Berlin, I know what they think is coming. Try surviving here for a long time, maybe years. It means making the most out of resources at our disposal. You talk about resorting to cannibalism, man! No, talking about eating meat. Huh. 18. Finish Flicker's frame, Phil leaning against the wall. This is chewing on an unidentifiable hunk of cooked meat. He looks miserable, though a drug comes in to inspect him and pushes it away. I'm going now, Phil. No arguments, okay? There's a long pause. In lieu of responding, Phil takes another bite of meat and gnashes it with his teeth. I'll kill that fucking thing. You'll see. The goddamn basilisk is going down. Once we're able to find the sewers again, we might once be able to find a way out. It's our chance, Phil. Wish me luck. 11 months ago. Video flickers onto screen. Wow, this is even tricky. So the corner room that you're in now, it looks haggard, exhausted, carried on. Look, notably absent. Cheap synthesized music pops in from somewhere off screen. Phil turns to stare in the direction the music came from. The smooth baritone voice Sings a phrase in Slovak, a self-circulated, a different voice, translation in German. Night Kings of Lightning Hall! Oh man, that's it. That's the show. Forgot how bad this dub job was. Those days, glassy-eyed, the show begins, the synthesized music blares. A deep trollish voice mumbles immediately into speakers. I, Titonius Rex, with the... Will defend my realm, I do swear before my magic sword, Argana. Yes, I do swear. An alarmingly breathy elvish voice sings out his words, but Titonius, the gem of horns, will smite you if you stay. The people of the valley are only peasants who need to throw your life away for them. Flee with me to the enchanted wood of trust. What the fuck am I reading? Please make this stop. My troll actor is the name of the character. My life sworn to protect these peasants. She I'll run back to the enchanted trees he will, but the Night King will never flee. But Titonius, die, I love you. Then go to your father, beseech him to rally his troops. Southward for I to take straight to Lightning Hole will fall. Lightning Hole will not fall. The troll drones on, audibly struggling to emote and occasionally tripping over his lines. Overall, the acting quality is roughly on par with what you'd expect from a primary school Christmas pageant. Philip stares at the screen, listlessly chewing his meat. His nose is wrinkled at this stage, his fist clenched and unclenched. Mercifully, the video feed cuts to static. 8 months ago. Is it just him watching this shit again? Yes! It is! What the fuck? Pops into the screen. He's standing in the corner watching an episode of Night Kings of Lightning Hall, and jaw hangs like he stares at the screen with rapt attention. But father, to tell you his risking life, he's very startled from the tube of thoughts. I can't even read this shit. He was silently by the words that he's spoken of. He's committed the entire script to memory. Darling. Okay, it's a different person. My darling daughter. This is why I cannot send my troops. My beloved Titonius Rex walks a knife edge between light and darkness every time he draws that devil blade from its scabbard. Long past time, learn the truth about me, brave they. I am the one who trapped the demon lord hidden in the blade. At a sharp gasp, Philip minds the motion tab begins to trip down his cheek. You can't be. Yes, I was the one called Thunder Spear, the sword over to people who hung above bench. Then all this is your fault. Oh, all of it is your fault. This is one way to save Trojan, your mother, who I hid. But a girl is still alive. What the fuck? I'm debating not even watching the last one. Okay, thank fuck. The screen flickers and Philip appears on the screen, appears in dancing while the security drones. This machine waves and bobs frantically to avoid colliding with him. Every motion lab text slides to fill empty space. Around they go, twirling and rather lightning floor, almost smile on Philip's face. Lights go dim and light begins to sound. Danger, danger, intruder detected, secure protocol engaged. Mind your bravery, noble vassal. This is my fight. I, Philip Rex, defend this land with my life, indeed with my very soul. Sir, please clear the area, hostiles inbound. No, noble spirit, it is you who must. I put clear the area, hostiles inbound. You know, slowly I beam with pride. Maybe you're right, I am the Night King, perhaps it is your time to shine. I will not rob you of a moment of glory, allow you your moment in the sun. They will return victorious and grant lands and time as rule for your heroism. Please clear the area. Also notice his drones are sick of his shit. What did I just watch? That was one of the weirdest, most depressing things I've ever seen. Ah, now what do you want? You're really into the Night King aren't you? It is my life, my entire life, my reason for being. Wow, that must be rough. Being a big fan and not having seen the ending. He really thought he's been struck. You're saying that there's more? Yeah, the last episode before it got cancelled. You know, Hasty's written final chapter. Where you find out what happens to the Gibbethon invasion. You always thought they have left the ending to the imagination like a beautiful dream. But now the dream is over. I never will know peace until I see the conclusion for myself. You must help me. You must find a way to show me the final episode. I need it. I'm willing to bet that I could do that. Chief, this guy might not know how to disengage the quarantine, but I bet I can. Once we've established buildings, may just no big deal for me to download the last episode from to watch nothing else. I've been occupied for a while. Go for it. So the chief terminals of the building are all networked together. I should be able to drop the quarantine from the computer in place. Oh, thank you. This is the happiest day of my life. You have a depressing life. Protect BioWare. It's BioWare, pretty standard stuff. Pain editors, trauma dampeners, author skin, things like that. All of it reverse engineered from existing BioWare products, right? I've heard this sort of process. Yes, right, knockoffs. Dangerous work. Illegal most places, but not here in Berlin. RMS is needed that way. Deny a company in Spain. Yes, too risky. Here in Berlin, no problem with the law because there is no law. Just have to be careful. All for naught now, though. Our copies are good, just like the real thing, but who cares? Just meat in the end. You missed that term, meat. I'll take it off your hands. Go right ahead, fill your pockets, take whatever you want. I, on the other hand, will avail myself the snack bar. Some of your peasantry. I love them, they're family to me. When I'm hungry, they're the ones who harvest the meat for me to cook from the cultured organ lab. When I'm in need of company, they keep me warm. Sounds cozy. I'm not gonna put the guy. If I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna put the guy in his misery. Sounds cozy. Yes, it is. You killed 3 of them, but I can activate more. You return to me, I will show them love that I truly can. I will bathe them in my affection, and they. How many do you have in the building? Oh, hundreds. Your security system is quite state of the art. User friendly too. It doesn't take long to figure out how to make peasants wake up or deserve sleep. Majority of peasants rest peacefully basking in the benevolence of my rule. I can wake them any time, but why? I say let them rest. For a best, can we talk about something else? I don't understand why you don't just activate every security drone and kill the basilisk. Yeah. Kill Billy for you. My peasants said against that monster? Never. No, stranger. Tell you what would be a massacre. It would be the blood on my hands. I can't do that without discussion. Okay. The reason he hasn't is because he's insane. Got it. All about this underworld. He nods slowly. Netherrealm which lies beneath the hallowed halls of science. Oh shit, it was beneath that fuck, I didn't go down that ladder. Billy rules supreme down there. To set foot in the underworld is with certain death. Talk about a sewer, right? Underworld is just like the sewer? Yes, it is a sewer, but also a nightmarish labyrinth of... Yeah, gotcha. Easy there, Tiger. I'm going to change the subject. Suppose you have the right. What caused the lockdown? Climate events that begin with a spilled cup of soy calf that ended in terror and blood. Someone spilled soy calf. That's it. Well, no, naturally everyone was over such an instant followed the spill. Do you want me to spell it out for you? Yes, that wasn't an explanation. So there you have to, where to begin. Morning of the lockdown, all was well. The executive was making his rounds, walking from console to console, check up on us. He held a bubbling cup of soy calf in his stubby little hands. Owen knew there was food and drink were forbidden outside the play lounge, but he was a proud man who would not obey the rules. His pride was our undoing. He tripped and fell with his soy calf spilled on console like animal testing. Terrible snap of shorting circuits, coupled with the stench of ozone, all over the building. Emergency lights flashed and their arms blared. The building went to quarantine. Doors locked, shutters slammed closed. There was a trap like rats inside. We were not afraid. We were sure the malfunction would be fixed within the hour. We didn't know what was coming for us. Overnight, any of us, the greatest devil beverage had done more than initiate for quarantine. It also showed the locks on Billy's cage. The burner basilisk spawns, and in the moment, all day of terror began. Half an hour of the spill, Billy had slaughtered everyone who could have disengaged the lockdown. The executives were torn from limb. The business attire was shredded, the expenditure reports bathed in blood. The rest of us were trapped inside with the savage beast. He went nuts. In the end, Heiner and I remained. We managed to trap Billy in the underworld, but there was no hope. It's been 2 years. Someone had been looking. No, as far as the outside world was concerned, they were still under quarantine protocols. No one knew why. Nobody cared. But had presumably been sealed for a reason. The world large wasn't in a hurry to crack it open again. Heiner and I found ourselves completely isolated from the outside world, and a terrible creature running loose in the basement. Our choices were give up and die, or make the best of it. As plain you see, I chose the latter. We persevered and eventually transformed to the husk of building into the glorious kingdom you find yourself standing today. It's all for the best. In the end, I tamed the land and we've grown to love it. Never live anywhere else. Gotta go. I'll see you around, crazy person. Okay. Bye! Okay, he has nothing else. The fuck? Yeah. Alright, Chief, watch me work. Swikey. That can't have been it. You have to do something else, right? Jack in the Matrix or something? Nope, that was it. Quarantine Dex engaged. Let's get Phil the episode of his bullshit trench show. They had to press Y. It literally was set up, but just press yes, basically. This man. Done and done. Horrible conclusion to a terrible show is waiting for Phil in media centre. Wanna know how it ends? Not particularly. 2 bikes and tell you anyway. To do is Rex and Elf Sweetie's dad make up. Bunch of elves fight with Jimblethorns. Get their asses kicked. The whole Cabot Demon Lord subplot is dropped because the show's effects budget got cut. In the end, to save Lightning Hole, rally the peasant revolt comes out of nowhere, barely makes sense. The whole thing ends in vomit-inducing love scene, goddamn Treyway. Hey, whatever, as long as it gets Phil happy. Sounds magnificent. I'm not bullshitting that much. Yeah, what now? Quarantine's off. Final episode of your show is on record computer. Yeah. Yes! Peace will be known! Brought to the land. That was the weirdest I have ever achieved gaining 1 point of experience. I use so much noble strain. Thanks to you, I now know how the story ends. More beautiful than could possibly hope. I proclaim it so. Designs, turn the line. Plenty of the executive wing. I would take the task getting me there, and for that I should be ever grateful. Yeah. I like that he turns normal just to say, yeah, like, goodbye. Just blankets it. I worked way too hard to get 1 experience by giving the ending to a shitty TV show. Okay. Let's go this way. See, that's the point. Pick up. Oh, it's another med bay. A nice medkit. I will take that. That's probably going to be needed. Okay, now that we've apparently got to fight a giant basilisk, I am losing a little bit of health, but I should be fine. Swipe this key card. Oh, schematic auto-injector bliss. Fair enough. Is that all that was in here? Wow. I love the fact, the concept of a show losing out, like just cutting one of its plots because they ran out of budget, like in the middle of a season. Okay. Where's this big bad basilisk? Knowing the current area's story, it's probably dead. Like it's starved to death. It has been 2 years. Door and Megalock shut, clearance access only. Oh, no, it's alive. Oh, it's got its pet dogs. Billy. He looks pretty beast. Oh, I'm using cleave still. Oh, I didn't use the robot. That's unfortunate. Ow. Just die. Fucking hell. Oh, there's more of them. That's a big basilisk. There's a lot of armor. Dragon Slayer. All the dots. Ow. So these hellhounds now see this dog as like their alpha, I'm assuming. Oh, killed it. That actually worked. That was surprisingly easy. Oh, shit. Damn, these things are tough armor. Chop. Can't make it back, so I'll just go over here again to be in the aura. Freaking dog. I hate dots in this game. Is there any disadvantage to having a drone, by the way? Oh, it gives your main guy 1 AP a turn. Fair enough. That's fair, actually. The drone's pretty good, so. Move to here. That was a thing. At least the thing was at least the basilisk was alive. I was genuinely thinking, because of the story in this area so far, that Vassis was just dead. If I'm honest. Okay, so that one took us basically right to it. Fair enough. Okay, so let's go through this door. Executive keycard. Gate is finally open. There goes crazy person. Please tell me he dies. That'll be so fun. You have given me everything my whole heart desires. Hidden knowledge that Tatori's Rex's victory is mine. I'll better roll for it. Also, I have sugary snacks. Trembling eyes, dire body trembling. I have it all thanks to you, noble he-troll. All thanks to you. Don't worry about it. It wasn't even all that difficult. Spoken like a true hero. Farewell, my friend. Perhaps one day I'll be able to come to your aid and return. That'd be great. Phil, I'm sure you'd be a really big help. The most honest response I've ever given. It's like, sure. Sure, buddy. Please don't, was an answer. Experimental bioware samples. Return to the doctor. Anything else? Okay. That was a surprisingly easy mission, although I think it was severely hampered by the weird section involving robots. Okay. Thinking that day you find yourself facing red walls. Security personnel. You, stay right there. Megaphone isn't really necessary, man. Place your stolen bioware samples you carry on the ground, lie belly with what on your head. Do it now or may open fire. Didn't steal anything. It's really mean, yes. We know about him. He has quite a reputation back in Spain. We're Schweiss, street scum. And that's material infringes on 15 of our company's patents. The organs you're carrying based on our intellectual property. This is unbelievable. The place is locked down for 2 years. You chose today to come visit. You think that was a coincidence? We came to quarantine was broken. Red eyes, this place is in lockdown went into effect. You called us here when you opened the doors. Wait. Why the wait? Could have broken this place months ago. But it was quarantined, idiot. It's cheaper to set up a cab and mount a hazmat cleanup effort. As the counterfeit merchandise is contained, there's a care is in there. But it will not hit the streets. Shut your mouth into the floor, I ordered meant to open fire. Don't make me kill you, man. Idiot Shadowrun, people open fire. You will not play. Yes! The psycho man is helping. You will not threaten this man, Jubilathon dog. The fuck? Too long when people lived in fear of your aggression. I, Philip Rex, will protect this land with well-grown donations. You two enter the building, fire hovers on the intercom, and silence him. Yes, sir. As for you... Peasants are right! Yes! Peasants are... Loud big voice ringing to speak as underneath it you hear my sound fingers hammering on a keyboard. Peasants arise, defend your home, you need only believe in yourselves, the power is yours. What is happening? What the fuck is happening? Ow! Oh my fucking god. Okay. Okay, I'm confused. Oh, you're gonna summon a pet, great. Those things fucking hurt. We are being aided by the weirdest cavalry ever. Oh yeah, because she got hit by that as well, didn't she? The Dragon Slayer up. I will shoot him. Taser him! I'm actually gonna die here. Oh, block. Just straight up block. I cannot believe this is actually happening. Turns out that was actually a really good call. Alright, you son of a bitch. Actually, let's go over here. Cleave! God damn it. Shoot the caster. Fucking hell. Okay, he's got a grenade launcher. Good to know. Oh fuck, all damaged. That's not good. Ow! Let's cut him in half. Shoot the caster. Grab a couple of shots that way. 31! Yeah, the 31 heal is pretty nice. Let's hurt that guy. Nice shot. Yeah! Stop throwing grenades. Get him, tiny drones! This is an important note for everyone in the world. If you see a psychopath who is mortally obsessed with the show, you might as well give him the last episode. Oh. We've done it, my friend! Jubilation has been defeated. This great victory declared a new age of exploration and commerce by peasants of trading groups on neighbouring kingdoms for the betterment of all. Thanks for the assist. Oh yeah, Phil, hope works out for you. Farewell, stalwart he-troll. I remember you always. Was it Phil pushing yourself away from the intercom, but the top speaker's full silent. Heal. Well, that was entertaining. That was a fucking mission. That's all I can really say. What the fuck just happened? I don't even know how to react to that. You Bam Street's adrenaline is a shaky one. Surprisingly, the train's packed, only empty seats in the very back of the car. Haggard-looking young mother marches the aisle, dragging her 3 screaming children behind her. 2 boys and a girl, each around 6. Woman near you is fix a frozen house in Byron to meet you and liberated from stays against the freezer. You must say something, but in a moment, the little girl jams a finger in her brother's nose. The boy howls. The young girl's mother's shoulder slumps. Slowly and robotically, she turns towards the destination, begins to trundle forward. Dragging a squealing offspring forward, the celebrity of a funeral procession. Eventually, the train hums to a stop, the diva, and you freeze worth of Bioware samples behind you. I can't wait to see everyone's reactions to this one. This one is going to have some good reactions, I can already tell. Let's do some business. I should have some stuff to sell. Oh yeah, I have that, don't I? Sell. If there's anything new. It's worth a check, isn't it? Decoded katana. And the same tier armor. Yeah, nothing new. Okay, to this guy. I'll take a look at what BioWare he has. I imagine it's going to be like minor buffs, but hey. You're back. Do you have a merchandise? I do, in fact, right here. Greedy snatches. You do. So you do, yes. It's exactly what I've been waiting for. Good work. Turns away. Kid the candy store. As per our agreement, well, no monetary compensation for this run, but you'll give me a moment to add samples you've recovered to my inventory. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. A few more details we will discuss. 5-5, but let's make this quick, alright? I want to get the merchandise locked in my inventory first. Cause the lockdown? Yes, suppose I do. Go ahead, tell me. Stupid accident. Somebody spilled soy cap and control bunch of tests. I will kill the researchers. That's frustrating. Suppose all the water under the bridge have a merchandise after all. The corporation had the eyes in the building. Oh, can't say I'm surprised. Instrumental engineering my downfall back in Spain. The bars brought all manner of drummed up charges against me. Tabloid press had a field day. Won't worry about Shaiwas. They may have their files on me, but they won't take any direct action against the companies. I have information on several of their executives that would be quite embarrassing if it ever came to light. One of the researchers survived. He's gone insane. How tragic. As far as I'm concerned, he can stay there for as long as he likes. Lease is paid through 2061. I don't need the building for anything. That's uncharacteristically generous of you. Money is already spent with a vein. I can't get a refund. The cleanup costs of getting the building and running would ruin me. So it's gonna sit idle on one way or another. Anyway, I already have what I need from the facility. If your little friend wants to play out his fantasies in there, he's more than welcome to. I wash my hands of it. That's all I need. Sweet. Now let's take a look at his inventory. Need cyberware. Okay, so we should have some bioware now. Bone lacing Kevlar. Okay, so I've got that. Cyberware. Bioware. +1 charisma. Meh. Dribble booster, +1 intellect. Author's skin. Grants +1 body. Platelet factory. What does it do? Toxin exhaler. Bioware applied genetically tailored toxin sacs above their larynx. Popular among assassins, grants close quarters. Poison attack. 10 damage. That's actually pretty good. +1 quickness, +1 strength. +1 dodge, +1 quickness. Intelligence. +1 dodge and throwing weapons. Weird. +1 intelligence. So, BioWare appears to be like smaller buffs. which is interesting. +1 armor and doesn't reduce it. I don't really need a lot though. I think the +1, I think that one might not be terrible. On the left. See, I've got a BioWare, one arm's BioWare, the other arm's Cyberware. So that give me +2 strength in total. Which ain't bad. I don't know what that even does. I'm gonna look that up. Platelet factory. What does it do? Okay, so basically it allows you to cast the healing spell on yourself. Okay, that's not terrible. I don't actually need quickness is the thing. Actually good. Maybe there'll be some other good stuff in the future, but I'm actually okay with my current just one cyber arm. Okay, maybe there's something in base to check upon, otherwise I think it should be good. I've got to find out people's opinions on that last mission. You're very open to see you. Another run like from your abstract for cash. We're doing further job front. I'm also working overtime. Oh, thank God. And thank you, Chief. Thank Paul too. Come to think of it. Are you questioning me at that social call? Why are you so strapped to cash? You've been rolling in it. What can I say, Chief? He tries to unconvince the smile, but look, think better of it. Like she's looking fade. Have expensive taste. How expensive are we talking here? Raging crowd. I'm in debt. Debt to who? No offense. This is getting a little too personal. Check my debts. They're your business. Some bookies. This is thirds look into you. I've got to become my business. So talk now. Alright, fine. First off, you don't need to worry about anyone coming for me. My debts are a bunch of old contacts. If I don't pay them, I'm going to lose them. This line of work isn't smart to burn bridges. Second, before you ask, the debts after services rendered. It was in a tight spot, need some help. I threw around a lot of IUs to get it. Third and finally, the trouble was involving a girl. Then apparently, if you ask me to, but we're verging deep into personal feelings territory. So you don't want to hear me sob of my ex-girlfriend. Drop the subject now. Keep preoccupied and get us killed. Gives a moment, looks away and sighs. Well, fair. Where to begin? I met Emile. Emile, fair enough. Watched an anime with a character called Emile. Well, actually the character's name was Amelia because they were the least convincing disguised person ever. Met Emile, or Emily. Is that Emily or Emile? I actually don't know, which is worrying. I don't think I've ever seen them. I'm gonna go with Emile, but it might be Emily. She was the first person who was ever more important to me than myself. It's crazy about her, Chief. To this day, she's the only person I've ever met who could out-deck me. And a real kicker, she wasn't even a decker. There's nothing she wasn't good at. I like to dabble in rigging, but I'm gonna say Emile. That girl could pick up on anything she set her mind to. Sounds like a hell of a girl. She was. She just made things right. No matter how stupid I was, no matter how I got myself into, she made it right. Don't think much of many people, Chief. Emotional attachments aren't really my thing. Love seems like a diluted word these days, and don't waste it. So I won't waste it on Emile. Let's just say she was important to me. And then I lost her. Didn't know what happened. She came out of nowhere one day. She was just gone, along with most of my decking gear. The only explanation was a handwritten note with old-fashioned paper. Leave me alone. Wow. That was it. We together for years, and once she left me, that was a beat all cyber deck. Naturally, I freaked with our share of arguments. We never had a huge brawl or anything. Couldn't think of anything driving to that, things like that. Mostly, I felt hurt. So I searched for her, the real in the work matrix. Turn up nothing. Trapped my contacts and started racking the deck. So, did you find her? No, she's gone without a trace. I looked high, looked low, poked everything. She was gone, Chief. The boy accepted that, though, so. That's right. I'm surprised you give up so easily. I don't know, but I really did look everywhere. It was a great personal cost. Which means that much to you owe yourself. Yeah, you might be right. Fuck, I thought I was done with this. But you're right. Without some closure, I'm going to find peace with this. Also, that leaves to me to think there are probably going to be quests to do with this. Thanks, the Chief. Let you know how it goes. You do that, Blitz. Good luck. I always try to be the nice guy in most things. So. Derek. Need something? Told me earlier, you said bad up eventually, probably sooner or later. Isn't there something that you can do to stop that from happening? Well, I suppose it could refuse, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea, especially not now. Remember, boss, Dragon Slayer is where my magic comes from. If I turn away from him, you'd better believe that he'll turn away from me. Besides which, I don't know if I can refuse him anymore. He's been with me so long, I don't know how he stops. I begin. Don't worry about me, boss. I know this is coming for my entire life, and when it happens, I will go down in the blazing glory, the likes of which you can even imagine. That's a promise. Any updates on Alexander? Nothing new, boss. He's adjusted. It's going to take some time. There's the last one you'd like to share? Not enough, boss. I've got a lot in mind. Oh, fair enough. Not surprising, actually. I want to hear someone's response in the last one. Blitz has probably got something. What's going on, Blitz? I might be in a bit of trouble here. What sort of trouble? Well, I remember those creditors I told you about, the ones that lend that money. Well, it turns out some of them are a little less forgiving than I thought they were. Keep talking. Well, in one particular, you've taken things kind of personally. How personally are we talking? I got a package in the mail with some of the thumbs in it. Thumbs? Yeah, thumbs, because they came in a cigar box, picked up saying know where I belong to. I'm pretty sure they meant to convey some sort of message. I think that's a pretty sick. Really? You think so? Yeah, I'm almost certain of it. Gonna lose my thumbs, Chief, like my thumbs. I need to pay the guy back. Look, I got a plan. I know how to get myself out of hot water with meat grinder. You specify that. Let me get this straight. You took a loan from somebody called Meat Grinder. Hey, Chief, come on. I feel bad about this already. No need to rub it in. Right, like I was saying, make it alright again. I really help you do it. I'm listening. This group out in Dragon's Kit, they call themselves Lux Landenberg Ring. They're a financial crime organisation. There's a lot of bad blood between them and the Meat Grinders Corporation. Anyway, back when I was running from Schwarzhausen, laid out groundwork at hit the Lamberg Ring. They built a bit good on it, though. For some reason, none of the other gangsters had volunteered to help out. With your help, I could steal enough money from them to cover my debt and get myself back in Meat Grinders' good grace in the process. What do you think? A quick run, just you and me. With me in the Matrix and you and man on the ground. We hit them, satisfy my debt, and laugh about our way back onto the plan. Alright, let's put a few chiefs to be more upfront with this on this. No problem, Chief, no problem. That's all. You count on me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some last minute things to take place before that. Oh, brave thanks. Nah, sweat. Each other you bet. Oh, no, not as such, Chief. I hope you physically go into Dragon's Kit. I've seen enough of that place for one life try. We're jacking in terminal was set up here because of the Okay. You got anything for me? Yeah, sorry to bother you. About Glory. Did you have any thoughts on the last run? Pleasure as always. Wait, first time since you met her, Glory's expression seems to brighten. It's subtle, but it's there. Are you sure of it? New face remember before responding. Suppose you might say that. I've talked to many people, it doesn't seem worth the effort. I don't really feel much anymore, not since this. That's true. Why are you still talking to me? Suppose because you've shown interest, because you haven't let them push you away. Don't want to mislead you, Wolfie. Don't feel anything, no hope for friendship, or even trust. But I appreciate the effort you're making. It's something new. It's worthy of exploring. Any thoughts on the last run? No, wait, nothing right now. Nobody had any! Everyone's just like in shock about the last run. Keep talking about that. No. Why not? Because I don't feel a reason to. Memories are unpleasant, dressed up so many for a purpose. So big talking, back to you, it's tough to continue. I suppose that's true, feeling discomfort is better than feeling nothing at all. Alright, here's the deal with Ben. I'm going to talk, you listen. And when I'm done, I'm done. No complaints, no arguments. We'll see what happens. Deal? Deal. Right. The 1,000-meter stare creeps back into Gloria's eyes. A moment later, she's locked away in her own head again, reliving memories. Wow. Who does have a 40th birthday begin to express magically? Pause, Glory, come many hours. Anyway, I turned 14, I awakened. I don't even remember how my parents found out about it anymore. I think my dad caught me playing a tiny city spirit that copes out of a pile of garbage, something like that. With everything that happened afterwards, these days are kind of a blur. What I remember is my father's response to the accusation of the little girl was a witch, a hexie. He beat the living shit out of me with his fists and his belt, then he claw hammer and grabbed out the torch. Ow! Oh, and my mother was screaming and flailing at him. Give a couple of licks of the hammer too. I very much like to murder your father. That's a common sense, believe me, but I appreciate the thought. So finally, after you felt like an hour, Dad stopped tearing me up with a hammer. I broke her wrist, busted arm, couldn't see out of my left eye, entire right side was covered with one giant bruise. Bleeding all over the place, making a real mess of the carpet. Your bastard spat on me, his bleeding crying daughter spat on me, told her his Coca-Cola turned up. Bastard spat on me, bleeding crying, yes, I have no idea what that says. The devil, oh, it's just the translation's there. The devil's whore. It kicked me out of the house. Wow! I was crawling away, father told me that he, either because their brothers ever saw me again, they'd treat me as brother Berlin chapter treats the enemies of God. If you are not familiar with how the prisoners were in Berlin deal with heretics, it's slightly less pretty than what my dad and buddies did to the victims. I got the hint, and the next morning I hitched right out of Stuttgart. You're a smart kid. No, that's smart. But we'll get to that in a minute. I have drinks now. Wound up in Tubingstein. I figured they were a safe enough place to find medical attention, maybe call home. It's not far from Stuttgart. It was a huge student community that figured would blend into a university that was a decent magic department. Ride dropped me off at University Hospital and patched me pretty good. Had some questions for me about how I got beaten up, but I lied and told them that I'd been mugged, which played light into my complete lack of cash. Credit and identification. Glory, pause a moment. We're gonna fast forward through the next few years. I was a kid on the street, got by best I could, doing whatever I had to. The rest will leave up to your imagination. Good? Of course. Oh, you'd hear what you're comfortable to talk about, nothing more. Good. Kid Joe relaxes somewhat and the tension draws themselves. Thanks. I like Glory. Glory's probably my favourite one so far. It's Glory or Direct. I don't know which one. Those two are pretty badass for both of them. Anyway, so I lived on the street a few years, got used to being hungry all the time, got used to getting rained on, got by. I was painfully aware of their magical talents, but without any kind of training or guidance, I didn't really know how to use or develop them. Truth be told, they scared me, so I more or less ignored them. So it all went like that until a few days after my 17th. Then I met Martha, or Martha, I'm not sure. And everything changed. Martha was a sweet girl. First took her for a street kid like me, a clothed little ratty. She seemed comfortable being near me. Also looked well fed and happy. Those two things I hadn't been in years. Started hanging out before. Aww! I was in love. There was genuine attraction between Martha and me. I think what I think about a lot of affection of her came from the fact she was the first person in years who gave a damn about me. She cared and I loved her for that. Glory pauses and looked flustered. Composure cracked. She stares at you for a beat, then nods. A few ragged breaths later, she continues. Martha told me about a place she'd been hanging out, invited me to join her there. It was a Forestale, the fireplace, and was sort of a commune for the dispossessed youth. It turns out a lot of street kids I'd known over the years had moved there. The way they disappeared, I assumed they were kidnapped or killed, or had gone back to their parents. But there they were. I remember being kind of angry about it, like, how did everyone get the memo about this but me? Mother calmed me down. She was good at helping me work through the feelings. I wound up following her to Forestale. To the street kid, it was basically paradise. The owner, a guy named Harrow, set up a little farm just outside Tübingen in the Schudbon forest. I have no idea. This is too many German words I can't understand. It's officially a nature park, but not many people go there nowadays. Too much fear of paranormal animals, I guess. Anyway, park or not, plenty big enough to hide in. But it was also safe and pretty. The farm was well stocked with food. Most importantly, Forestale gave us a sense of community and stability we've never had in the street. And we love Harrow for that. He became like a surrogate father to us. Gray paused again and recognized the instinctive flush of her cheeks. She seemed to have come out of her reverie once again. That's enough for now. I need to process all this. I don't want to continue forward until I've had the chance to do that. I know that all this happened years ago, but I guess it's pretty raw to me. I'm going to ask you to give me some space for a while. Turns away and the frost begins to creep back into voice. We can pick this up later. Yeah, sure, then, Still, no one read messages for it. I was expecting a new one. Check the status of the Alice one. Yeah, it should be about that. I just want to check my stats. So I'm at 90 with 9 strength. I might want to pick up some more armor, is my current thought. I could actually pick up that plating upgrade. I actually want to see I want to look into chi casting again. Let's take a look at the actual spells. Okay, I don't remember what they do. Looks a badass arm. I'm tempted to pick up the +2 armor, +1 body thing. Which is quite tempting. I want to see what the other armor spells do though. Professor Magic. Oh yeah, you're not the person who you actually buy magic off, are you? I talked to Arbidon. I have a question for you if you don't mind. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Something funny about the eye. Right. Thread nothing more helps out around the shop. Fancy strikes. There's nobody assistant. No one. Better eyes. I believe they suit her personality. What do you know about the great dragon Firewing? Fire? Oh, Firewing. The Firewing. He's an elf? I never knew he was an elf. I actually thought he was an orc. Wow. That's pretty badass. I mean, I haven't heard in some time, over 40 years, I believe. I cannot say a certain time I do get something. She was among the first of the great dragons to awaken, first to be killed by meta-humanity, or so the story goes. You don't buy that? I take nothing at face value. It's one of the secrets of my longevity. The history of the version of past events some people have agreed upon. The truth is not the guess. A great dragon is not like other awakened creatures, whereas Basilisk is nothing more than a Komodo dragon whose genetic structure is mutated by magic's return. A great dragon is a creature of magic. The creature has been more than one cycle of the world. This is the 6th. Okay, so dragons are actually straight up magical creatures. They weren't born. They weren't like a change there. Also, it's kind of cool that a Basilisk is like a Komodo dragon. But, yeah. When a great dragon falls, sound resonates across time and space. Got it. Therefore, you would know. I may suggest this story is incomplete. Firewing awakened, along with Laufeyr, Nibelhair, Karlstein, around the first decade of the century. She was the first seen over Heart's Mountains. Long flight announcing her presence, she began raining fire at every town that she came across. So she woke up grumpy. Angry, deranged, or something else. What motives a being such as her? What motivates a being such as her? No one knows. Firewing was never engaged in dialogue. German military forces were said to have killed her over the Sox the year she emerged. This, after months of fire, devastation, and terror. Her body was never recovered. Think she's still in the Sox? I cannot say. A sealed emergency zone is by the very nature sealed. I cannot know what's happened inside with any certainty. Yet I do wonder what effects the radiation from a nuclear meltdown might have had upon her. Any theories? No, I do not deal in theories. Despite her death, there are rumours she's been seen about Iceland some time after her fall, but it's never been confirmed. Some speculate the viewer witnessed her astral form, that her body still lies in socks. Anything else you need to know? Can I see what she's selling? Okay, so I want to see... So yeah, she has weapons. Oh, those are just the attack spells. Chi casting. Okay, Mystic Armor is just... gives them 2 armor. Which I do want. Stride. Killing Hands I do not need. Martial Defense 2. Give the Earthlight card against incoming attacks for 4 rounds. I do not need that. So the other one I need is Mystic Armor. So I can actually get a bit more chrome. I'd still be quite content. Because as I said, I'm not really bothered about getting a ton of skills. From the tree, I'm mainly focusing on like the close quarters melee skills. That's fine. I can spare 5, and I think that might come in handy. Why else would it be there, is my thought. Okay, I'm gonna get the armor upgrade. Need cyberware. Where was it again? I must have gone past it. Ah, here we go. Body and strength, which is nice. +1 body, which I do not need. +2 armor and +1 body. There we go. Plate it up. I'm only going the basic, like, defensive skills from Adept. I'm not fully focusing on it. So how many spell slots do I have now? 3, okay. This is pretty much the limit of where I want to be with cyberware. I'm okay with getting like 1 more maybe, but mostly I want to sit with a comfortable amount left so I can make sure I get the armor skills. So I should be sitting at 7 armor now. Armor 5. I should have more than that. I'll go to my stash just to make sure, but I can unequip and re-equip my armor. I should be at more armor than that. I don't know. Maybe it'll only activate when I actually attack it. When I get attacked. Maybe I have to buy another suit. I'll buy a cheap suit just to check, but... because I think it might be bugged. Does that work? No, it still is just 5. I'll go back to base and check, but... it's weird that it doesn't count in that I've got 2 armor from cyberware. My ideal one would be, I imagine the best tier armor gives me like 8 base. Okay, so there, 5 armor. Boom. 5 armor. Okay, what is with this? Okay, so the actual cap of the armor is... There actually is a cap on the amount of armor you can have. That's interesting, actually. That means I can actually go with lower tier armors and just have the other buffs. Which is pretty much what I've gone for, to be honest. My current armor buff is pretty substantial. And I've got 100 health now, right? Yeah. But apparently it's just a bug and does sometimes just weird things happen with the armor. Without armor showed, but it actually does work. Just realised, what have I got here? I've got 2 of them, 1 of them. I'm gonna go buy a trauma kit. I'll just assume it'll work when I'm in a mission. Yeah, if I'm going on a mission on my own, I'm gonna get a trauma kit. Med supplies. I've not got a huge amount of buffs for that, but... Okay, so this mission should be quick according to the person. Fairblitz is dead. Oh, I literally am going on my own. I assumed I'd bring someone. Progress skip higher for anyone's list of places to avoid. This is where you're headed. You're going there alone this time. The last time you saw Blitz cut at a portable terminal over to Cafe Cavez, as presumably would do with his decking for the most comfortable environment possible. Anything related to Dragon skip the U-Bahn. Terms of poor repair. Car riding stinks like a chemical toilet on a hot day. Floor near the doorway, you catch sight of a trampled for long. You stare at it, the more convinced you are that you're looking at the remains of a long dead squirrel. The train still was just stop the store slide open, time to get it. This should be good. I'm a suit of mega armor, I'm a cybernetically enhanced troll. Go to the Karma Suite. Oh yeah, I have 3 points. Do I even want to spend it on anything? Willpower maybe? Let's book my willpower. Sending out U-Bahn tunnel once again, self with squalid alleys of Dragon skip. This place is a pit, piles of waste, human and otherwise, into the streets, gutted husks, commercial buildings, stand hollow, empty all around you. Comet crackles to life. You hear the distant sound of cafe crowds, merriment, laughter, the clink of silver and china. Business voice cuts to the second later. Hey Chief, ready to do the thing? Yeah, so Blitz, got a question for you, yeah? Your slips up, Blitz taking a sip of steam, looks like cat. The only steam that you can see here is your own breath coming out of this Virginia. What's up? How did I let you do it? He let me talk into the hellhole. Well, if you recognise the fact that I needed your help, then you were volunteered because you're a good leader. You owe it for this, man. Yeah, Chief, yeah, I do. Cyber troll. Play looking man, fancy suit. Taps away at his PDA. He's an older guy, presumably in the late 50s, in a filth-strewn street. Dragon skip stands like a sore thumb. Sounds just like Wolfie Bane, right? Who the hell are you? His head is count. Mr. Grinder's accountant. That's a remarkable coincidence. Mr. Grinder sent me to ensure the money transfer goes according to plan. And you into the building and going with you. How did you meet Grinder even know I'd be here? Your pal Blitz, he sent Mr. Grinder a message, complete breakdown of your plan about an hour ago. Blitz? Well, of course I did, Chief. How can I be sure that this would be for that? Give her the hook if I didn't ask. Should run this by me before the run, Blitz. Yeah, Chief, you're probably right about that, sorry, awkward pause. But in my own defense, I wasn't expecting Grinder to send his accountant to shadow you. That's new on me. Hate to interrupt, But if you two are finished, I'd like to get this show off the road. Glad written watch. I want to get back home before my grandkids go to bed. You have grandkids? Jokes. My daughter's married. When my daughter marry young, you got a problem with that? No, fine, whatever. Just get this over with. How about to that? So give your pal to work his magic. Shows what you got, Blitz. On the inside, will take 5 seconds. You have grandkids? You're like 50. Oh, Hans Camp must survive. Great. And Blitz must survive. Fucking hell. Oh, okay. I have to talk to a bot now. Gatekeeper, I see. I see stands in passive waiting for challenge comers. Visitor, identity unknown. Please protect security code. Let me see here. Override door, access root command, trapdoor. Access granted. Hey, that's what I thought. Oh, good. Auto turrets. Pieces. The watcher I see turns, flashing inquiry and rapid. Fire sequence of light pulses keep away. Check my credentials with your friend back there. Go on, I can wait. Secondary security verification approved. Super Ruster status verified. How may I help you today? Then preside pal, I'm the truth. Proceed, have a pleasant day. Don't mind if I do. I have to get him out of here when this goes bad, don't I? Inspect. Main system, hardware, firewall. Oh, it's just a wall. Alley door, okay. And that should do it, Chief. You're going ahead inside. Main service will be just ahead. Shocking display competence of the redhead disaster. Also, Mr. Grattan, who calls you pal, by the way. He's got a rep around these parts for some strange reason. All of his friends keep dying. Don't listen to that asshole Chief. Shouldn't even be here. I don't know, it's kind of growing on me. Ha ha ha. Hate to burst your bubble, but I'm not overly enthusiastic about either of you. Let's just get this over with, alright? Fine by me. Anything else you need to know? Yeah, I put a firewall in here. Need to get in there and install a bypass from me. Got it. We'll go find a terminal. Go in and smash something. Sounds like the thing for me. Oh great, a maze. Oh, hello. You first. Hundreds of them. Drawer a loose cred stick, fish out fistful. Pack with slick, pleasant to touch. Draw your hand, goes for chuckles. Draw blank. Don't think that the ring would leave them a locked drawer if they had money in them, do you? Connect to check. Told you, they keep moving. It couldn't hurt. Rhetorical question, Jesus. Come on, for real, let's keep moving. Search the desk. Do about throw of that. I can check this out. Same page here. Oh yeah, so sometime. Friend owes Mr. Grinder means. To ransack desks or set up with supplies. It's right now, so waste of time. This is gonna take long, don't worry. Or it did before, whatever you do. You got it. Into the pages, discover there appears to be a business plan. Apparently Lambo Ring is process of opening a string of payday loan centers in Dragonfall. Here's Racket. Yeah, these Lambo pricks have been ticking his ass for years now. Sucking away his revenues that should be lining his pockets. Bad business all round. Thankfully I'm gonna recover at least a little of cash tonight. Speaking for us, just a second, plots. I have real and pressing concern about this silent partner that you've brought to our load center scheme. We don't need him. I keep saying, but nobody listens. Call me JB. What this guy is. Mr. Son of a bitch. I had to share an office with that man for cuts off short. Never mind, you don't need to know. The plot thickens. Get some med thing and I've already got it. Send this to your stash. Trash can. Get through the trash. Calm down, man. Why do you think, Ricky Quick? Where did you just score this stuff, man? That juice we're passing around stuff is unreal. I'm serious. We are high. Haven't been that high since grad school. Jesus. Hands and more, let me know. Shooters. Apparently in Men A scores some juice, real stuff unreal. So what can I make of it? A couple of things. One, look, the ring is real fuck ups in its payroll. Two, you're wasting our time. Of the two, more said about the second, because it involves you keeping me here, the cesspool longer than I need to be. You seriously need to calm down. I'll calm down when I'm out of here, away from you. Ask a silly question. Enter a key code. Okay. Who the hell are you? Why are you leaving on the goddamn door buzzer? Troll, to notice the quality of is a recognised guy riding a stim high, are you sure of it? Who wants to know? Who? John Burnfolk, that's who. I'm one who keeps our servers protected. You can't do it, you keep interrupting me. I tell you who you are, I do chop chop. Guess after a pregnant pause, your voice again, guess imagine it. Got left for stims, John, they're making you go squirrely again. Mine goes dead. You the compound again. Read it. What the hell? Let me out, you better knock it off. I suppose something bad gonna happen if you don't. Twice in a row, everything's a problem. You can't put it all again. Come on, before you press the button this time. Albert, I swear to God, if you're messing around out there, I'm gonna shack you with a pen. In the kidney, Albert, that's where I'll put it, right in the kidney. No. The door's not open inside. Dissemination bound, one hand spotted pen in one hand, the gun in the other. You're not Albert. You have a pistol, don't you? What? Super Warhawk. That seems badass. Why are you wielding fists first? Fucking hell! I'm gonna have to piss this guy off too much. Two behind terminal, he's an absolute rat's nest then. Blitz, there's an awful lot of cables back here. Come on, Chief, not that complicated. You're running hardware firewalls and install the main matrix lab before they reach the first server. Kid stuff, really. For Christ's sake, quit preening and walking through it. It's it, but he's right. You want me to get you around this firewall, you're gonna have to give me the instructions. Alright, Chief, take you through the steps. First, find the main matrix line. A heavy-duty optical cable wide of the wall or outside. Good, and find the first box cable connects to. 3 cables, 1 power and 2 optical. Connect the ends and bypass the 2 optical. Instructions by asking. Alright, it's done. What's next? Nothing, I'm in. Get us into the vault. Oh, cool. Take bit. Okay. Take bit. Oh, okay, so I've got to activate these things, I'm assuming? No, maybe so I have to activate one of these in some way. nice bit. Data node. Hey Chief, found something you might want to have a look at. What is it? Looks like a persona among Grata list for the Lannenberg ring and one list to shoot on site. A lot of names are there, lots of personal information too, known associates, credit history, holopics, that kind of thing. Alright, so what's interesting about it? Well, there are 3 names on this I recognise. One of them is mine, naturally. The Lannenberg and the Schwarzhead never get along. Another is Hasenkamp's. I'm not surprised, as bastards just love my head on a plate. And Chief, the other is yours. We've got a whole dossier on you, no idea where they got it from, but they have it. Never heard of these bastards before tonight. How the hell do they know about me? No idea. Look, like a new file just uploaded about 20 minutes ago. Hang on a second, there's an attachment. I'll send it to you. Full silent, brief versus pretty. Plots. There's an intel on those unwanted guests that I warned you about. They're coming tonight to take appropriate precautions. Plots? You've run that name a couple of times since we arrived. Any ideas? Jacob Plots, the leader of the Lannenberg ring, had to share his office as a miserable son of a bitch for 5 years before he went our separate ways. Greediest, most narcissistic piece of work I've ever met. And I work for a loan shark. Imagine he's a huge fan of you either. No, he's not. Anyway, in the end, it doesn't matter. Mr. Cryer will get paid, Plots is going to write the check. Well, very lightning. Want me to delete this file? Please. Done and done. No need to worry about that anymore. Very interesting. Thanks, Blitz. Oh, very reassuring. Okay. I have an idea. So I can press this button now. Then I can press that button. Then I can press this button. And I should, yes, be able to activate these. Or at least one of them, I'm assuming. Yep, got it. So. Now we know how this puzzle works. About this room. Cool. The second one. Which means we've got to activate that one over there. So it's that one there, can't do it. So it's definitely this one. But doing that one locks that up. So, oh wait a minute, I wonder. Because that one activates that there. So if I activate that one, then that one, then that one. Then that one. Oh, that one's not activatable anymore. Activate this one instead. Go on, gonna try and get you limited access so the T should be able to find a terminal will go fire with that again. something that's got to be able to open that one. I can't remember how I opened it before. Actually, I wonder. Use this one here. There we go. Awesome. So this should work. I can go over and activate that door. Huzzah. Let's crack the security door. Please tell me they concentrate on this job. We're here to settle this debt, not for souvenirs. You're a big boy, tell him yourself. Blitz, you need to... Yeah, I heard you the first time. Hey, thank you for doing that, Blitz. No problem, Chief. It's great to feel appreciated. Sigh. Okay, so I think I need to take these ones out now. Now that I've knocked those three out. Actually, thought that was the objective, so I can't really be blamed for time wasting. If I activate this one, what happens? So this one opens that. Yeah, basically I did everything that I needed to do. Alright, you cleared the secured area. Keep your eyes open. Chief, tiny chance you might bump into some physical security from here on out. Oh, the crazy guy in the server room, you mean? Yeah, other than him. You said there wouldn't be any security in this building. Easy in, easy out, no security. So you told Mr. Grider those were your exact words. Yeah, well, the situation has changed a bit. Look, I'm not saying that you will hit security, I'm just saying you might. So just keep your eyes open, lower the next firewall, okay? Keep your eyes peeled. I'm assuming this is the vault place. This place is a shill. Look sharp, security doesn't look like they see us. So that's the actual objective. Desk. Folder. For once, Hiccup doesn't complain about the detour in face to front. You stops the distracts. Why do we have those? To steal from him, most likely, but the records, they don't make any sense. Care to explain the rest of us? Kind of frowns. I know Mr. Grinder's books. I attend them for him, and I'm telling you, what I'm seeing here doesn't add up. What way? I'm seeing projections for future profits in here and run way outside the scope of what our organisation brings in annually. I don't know how Plot's got his hands on this information, but it couldn't be any more wrong. Maybe there's something going on that you don't know about. Could Grinder be working a deal under your nose? Something he wants to keep you insulated from, maybe? No way. That'll be financial suicide. Mr. Grinder is good at intimidating people and breaking kneecaps when it comes to keeping the business running. I'm the man he turns to. I've been for a dozen years. Maybe we'll grind about when we're done with this run. Yeah, maybe I should. Okay. This large enough to fit a drone through. Leave it alone. Oh, okay, so that's what that's for. send the item to the stash. Send amphetamine. Another door. Watch your step. That's the way. This is in order amidst the chaos of the rest of the building. Papers and chips are stacked neatly and filed every date. There's a new old-fashioned coffee mug with a random sort of graphic pencils and ink pens. Yes, this is actually organised. Must belong to someone of management. That's the crummer to the PA. Time wasted. Let's keep moving. Fine, whatever. Just make it quick. Check the stacks of paper. Small business across the whole of Germany. Each corp is a pile of interesting, innovative projects. In a way, unfortunately, they're all die financial straits. Partial crime ring involvement inside a tray is shocking. Check the drawers. Force the drawer. Check the short toe, the lock snaps with a crack. Inside contact book, it's two lip balm and a bread stick. Pocket. You sure there's some nice binder clips in there to play with? Should I take a little look? Forget I said anything, let's go. You see how you beat him down. Albert Trips. No, nothing there. I didn't have any passwords from that, I don't think. Is that blood? Ew. There could be something interesting in here. Equipment. Oh, there's still a gun in there. What's a launcher? Fucking grenade launchers. Damn. I don't even know if I can buy a grenade launcher normally. I don't really care about them because I'm never going to use it. But it's actually got Range Combat 3, which is too high for me to use. That's a toilet. Firewall terminal. Looks like terminal is blitz telling you about. Disengage the second firewall. That's what we need to think. That's done, Chief. Firewall down. Should be clear up to security node. Got it. Done and done. Easy as pie. We'll wait. Still fine and good, but be quick about it. There are some guards in the other room. I don't want to hear. Decide to come explore it. Yeah, I'm on it. You two cool your jets. I'll let you know as soon as the vault door is open. Open the vault. Money's on this being the security area. This being where the actual security bots are. Yeah, there's no chance in hell there aren't some security bots in here. Unlock the vault door. Really? Alright, Chief, that should do it. The vault's open and pressing the alarm. Easy as pie, just like I said. Oh yes, we're all very impressed. Now let's show the road, shall we? Let's do it. Why don't you let me take care of that? Says you. Their job is on making this transfer. That's my aggressive sign. Might have sent me. If you want blitz off this hit list, you'll step aside. Fine, go ahead, but I'm watching. Go ahead, knock yourself out. As the capturing is down to the tail keypad, progress bar with the screen rapidly climbs towards 100%. Very good. Only one more thing needs doing, and we can get out of here. one more thing. The deal was to get Grind and money transfer. We've done that. We took care of Blitz's debt to Mr. Grind. I consider this the interest. Hey, whoa, hold up. I don't owe any interest. Grind didn't say anything about interest. If we were to grab things outside deposit boxes, we want to cut. Just wait here for a minute. I'll be right back. Oh, of course. As a camp, walks to nearby safe and taps codes and keypad. Door swings open and reaches inside, pulls a small plastic box, taps it, activates with a comm link. Yes, Mr. Grind, the package is secure. That's right, I'm holding it right now. I'll have it in your hands for the next 15 minutes. This is bullshit, Chief. By all rights, that box should be ours. It was our run. What do you know is in the box? Well, no, I still want it. What do you think you would do? Well, take a thumbs up, wouldn't you? I think that's the same bet. Damn it. For disruptive silence, you can hear the soft murmur of Hasencup speaking in his comm like fire taps power button, deactivates device. Alright, deal is done. Let's get out of here. Vault door, two things become immediate apparent. One, when you stepped inside the vault, the door sealed latch behind you. Two, there's no obvious way to open it from where you're standing. What do you mean? Vault door, idiot, there's no way to open it from here. You did account for that, didn't you? There's a long pause. Oops. Oops. I think I might have missed that detail when I planned this run, though. Isn't a small detail, Blitz. If you didn't get that door open, we're gonna die in here. Let me get this straight, Blitz. You planned how to get us into the vault with excruciating detail, but didn't bother to figure out how to get us back out again. He's there, Chief. Just cool your jets. Let me get to work on this. I'll figure something out. Don't you worry. And what was temples of free hand and cradles, plastic boxes of fine china. I knew there's something like this was going to happen when Mr. Grind told me he'd be checking up on. Yeah, this all makes sense. At some point, we handle him, right? Blitz! Right, Chief. And boy, I'm going to handle this one. Just you wait and see. Give me 2 seconds and I'll have you out of there. 1, 2. On poise, but funny speakers again, the voice is strained. Alright, Chief, I think I can see how to get you out of there. You give me the go-ahead, I'm going to try something, but there's a catch. Of course there is. What is it? Well, now, I'm keeping 4 different alarms triggering. No big deal, I can handle it. But I won't lie, opening the door is going to be tough. I'll take concentration. I don't think I'll keep all 4 alarms locked down while I'm doing it. So you're telling us, don't open the door, you're going to have to set off the alarm. Right. Well, technically, you set off the alarms when you stepped into the vault. What I'm doing is keeping the signals locked down, they can't get out. And I might be able to release the locks fast enough to catch the alarm before they sound, but I can't guarantee it. Alright, Blitz, go ahead and do your thing. I believe. All I'm done. Nice done, Blitz. That's like you did. Yeah. Hey, cuz I did warn you, you'd better get out of there. That alarm's going off in both Meat Space and the Matrix. Reinforcements on the way, don't want to be here when they go off. Understatement. Let's get the hell out of here. Hi there, people. Good thing I picked up this. I missed! Yeah, I've got my armor up now. Sweet. Hi there. This guy is wily. He's not wily enough, though. Wow, really? That was it? Is that literally everyone? You shoot a loud thunking heavy duty megalock shift again. Little red light above the exit door goes from green to red. I'm detecting a pad in it. Chief, I'm getting around it. What a goddamn train wreck. Okay, Chief, I figured out how to get you out of there. You're going to have to release a couple of locks. You can find the controls in the rooms north and south of your current position, but in order to get those, you have to hold the doors open for you. Keep talking. At the end, we're holding one of the doors open. It's going to be a full-time job. There's no way I can hold both at once. So, once you've opened the doors, you'll have a run in and release the lock. Get back out again. Won't be able to do much else until you do. You hold the door open, release the lock, get out again. Do that twice, once for each door. That's right. With both locks, you need to get out of there as quickly as possible. I'll lock the place down behind you. Oh, no, Chief. You're about to have some more company in there. Wonderful. Oh, apparently so are you. Exploder system program. Okay. Boom. Bomb. Explode self. So he's got a self-destruct program, basically. Missed. Hit. Oh, okay, so they don't have a lot of health. Got it. Ow. Hello, over there. Armor damage 6. Still got armor though. Ow. Goodbye, Blitz. Crunch. Deadeye shot. Ooh, phases 3 points of armor. And the big heal. Knew it. Ow. Got it. Just kill the fucking thing. Good. Oh, so I've got to do this as well. Got it. Smashing time. God, you suck. Of course he hits with his last shot. Hack node. Say when I'll force it for you. Not in position yet. Summoner. Oh, she already broke control. Cool. Good shot. Okay. Medic. Wow, they were on Overwatch. What was that? If they kill him, Blitz, you fucking idiot. Well, way over time anyway. I'm actually gonna have to leave it here. Annoyingly. Oh, you son of a bitch. This was supposed to be a really quick one. It wasn't. It's lying to me. It's like a 20% chance those fuckers they hit. Okay. So that's all I have time for today because I'm half an hour over my scheduled time slot. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. As I said, there won't be a Monday show next week due to me not getting home until like after the show should end. But there will be stuff on on the other days. That's the only stream that is definitely getting. Is the only show that's definitely not running basically. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, every single one of you. Keep playing video games and keep being awesome. See you guys around. Have fun.